Hi, my name is Dr Gareth. I'm one of the science coaches at my HELM. I'm going to be doing some science workshops from December onwards. Today we're going to do a science experiment and we're going to make something called a spectrometer. It's a device that's used to analyse light. Scientists use it to break light up into the different component frequencies, and that's really useful for applications such as astronomy or in the analysis of different kinds of light sources. To make our spectrometer, we're going to need some different resources. We're going to need a tube of some kind, a cardboard tube. We're going to have a knife to cut a hole in that. It could be a tube like this, like a kitchen roll tube. We're going to need some sellotape. We're going to need some scissors. We're going to need a pencil to make a hole like that, and we're going to need some paper so we can make something like this on the end of the tube to make a slit for the light to come in. And we're going to need a compact disc or a DVD disc, something like that. This is the thing that splits up the light to get at the right angle. And we're also going to need a 45-degree angle that we can use. So this is going to be this line here, and this cut is going to be at 45 degrees in the tube. First of all, I want to look at how we can split up white light into different component colours using a prism or using a CD. So if I get this white torch here and I shine it onto my prism, you can see that the light comes in one direction, so in this direction here, and then it comes out in a couple of other directions. So light bends when it goes through a prism. If we turn the prism around like this, you can see that the way that the light bends changes as we turn the prism. So the bending of the light is something to do with the shape of the glass object, which the prism is made of glass, and it's to do with how the light travels through the prism. Now, a prism is made of glass, and light travels slower in glass than it does in the air. So the reason it bends is because the light slows down as it travels through the glass piece, and that actually changes the direction away from the light. I also want to show you how light is bent in a prism. So I've just got a slit here. It's quite useful to have a slit of light, and you can see the direction in which it travels by using a slit of light. So I've got a slit of light here, a red light going into the prism, and if I get the angle right, you can see that the light bends out in the direction. So it's going in that direction, bending as it travels through the glass, coming out in that direction. So you can see that the light bends. You can see that it bends in different directions as you can see. I can do this with different coloured lights, so green light here, and you can see that the green light bends as it goes through the prism, bends as well. We can also use CDs to split up white light, and these CDs have lines on them in the surface of the CD, and they are the exact distance, or pretty similar to the distance of the wavelengths of white light. If you have a torch and a CD, if you put the torch slightly at an angle underneath the CD like this, you can reflect the torch light off the CD and see that the light is split up into different colours of the rainbow by the CD. Here you can see some rainbow colours coming out of the CD and the light reflecting. We're going to make our spectrometer from a tube of some kind, cardboard tube. You can use a thinner tube or a thick tube. And I'm going to use a set square to draw a 45-degree angle on this tube. And that 45 angle like that on the tube, and something similar on the other 5. You can see you've got two angles there on the tube, and then if we just join them together, something like that, that is the angle at which we're going to cut to have our CD in our tube. Just cut in the tube, and I'm just going to cut it off a 45 degree angle. Something like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. What we do need is we need to put the CD in here, and you need to fit like this. Now you're also going to need a hole so that you can look in at the CD and the light which is reflected in the CD. So you're going to need a hole here that you can look through your eye. So go something like that. The CD can be in here, and you can look through that hole and see the light going through the CD. Now we need to put a slit on the front of our spectrometer, which restricts the amount of light that comes into it and makes the light come in with a slit in a particular direction. Now we need the direction to be, so if you have your spectrometer like this and you're looking straight down it, you need the slit to be perfectly fit to the horizontal. The best way to do this, I think, is to draw a circle around the end of your tube, something like that, and then draw a slit which is about a couple of millimeters wide. And then we'll draw a circle around that, and we're going to cut some bits out of that so that we can attach that. I'm going to cut this out. Doesn't need to be that neat. And I'm going to cut that slit as well. I need to fold it. Doesn't really shake it. Not too bad, so we've got a slit like that. We're going to end up with something like that. And now we're going to stick this onto our tube using some sellotape, and we're going to do it in a way so the angle is straight. Right, I've attached the end onto the tube with the slits like that, so that's limiting the light that can come into it. We're going to put our CD onto the tube like so. Now all you need to do is look in the hole here at the CD. You have to look slightly in that direction towards the CD, and you will see a slit of light that comes in from the sun or whatever's over here, or a light source, comes through there and splits up into the different colours from the CD. So if we look in here, here's our finished spectrometer. I've got a couple of different ones here. Different the same. We can use these now to look at different types of light sources. So, for example, you could use a light bulb like this and plug it into your lights, and then you're just going to look at it through the spectrometer when it's lit up, and you can look at the light that comes in from there and see how it splits up the CD. And this type of light bulb here, which is just a normal type of energy-saving light bulb, you will see that you get a nice kind of broad spectrum, like a rainbow of colours coming out of it. But if you use a different type of light bulb, a sort of energy-saver light bulb like this, you will find you get a slightly different spectrum. Okay, so you look at the light, plug this in, okay, look at the light coming out of here, and you will see that this type of light bulb here, which is an energy-saving light bulb, this one only gives out light at certain discrete frequencies, okay, so certain exact frequencies of light come out of it. And when you look into the spectrometer at the light, instead of seeing a spectrum of all the different colours of white light, so all the rainbows, you see bright bits at different colours. You get bright bits at different colours of the rainbow. And that's the way that this light bulb saves energy, by only emitting light at those certain specific frequencies. But when you put it all together and you turn it on, it makes white light at the end. That's how they save light. So you can use this to analyse different light sources. You can use this to look at light that comes from the sun, but I wouldn't look directly at the sun. I would look at the clouds on a brighter day. Never look directly at the sun because it can damage your eyes if it's really bright. Thank you for watching my science video today. Hopefully you will join us next week for another. Next week's science experiment is going to involve changing states, and we're going to turn liquids into solids. So we're going to use cream and make ice cream out of it, so it should be quite fun. You get some cream and some different flavours that you might like to make ice cream out of, and if you also get a plastic pot like this that you can close, and a metal pot like this that we can put our ice cream in, so we'll use those to make our ice cream. And we'll also need some ice, a big bag of ice, some salt, which will change the temperature of the ice, and we'll need some spoons. So if you can get those things together for next week, then we can have a go at doing that.